Minor updates for the Fragment Travis Jordan 1 lows, updated stock numbers for the Tokyo 5s, also some updates for the Mars Yard 3.0, and a bunch of other sneaker content related news. Bro, you came to the wrong place. You came to the right place. Sorry about that. It's definitely the right place. This is a sneaker channel, and do me a favor, turn on notifications. This is actually, I don't do scripts, that's why it's all over the place, but subscribe, turn on notifications, like the video, comment, hype the video. Either one of those things would be really appreciative. All right, before we get into the really good juicy stuff, especially the Tokyo 5, I do want to remind you that the New Balance Stone Island Ghost 574 is dropping tomorrow on stoneisland.com, and there's 3 different colorways: gray, brown, and black. The retail price is 190 euros, and usual, they have a random drop time on stoneisland.com, but that usual random drop time is between 10, 11, 12, 13 Central Eastern Time. And you gotta have an account if you wanna have a chance at copying them. So just wanted to give you that little gem before we move on to the next thing. I talk a lot of stock numbers, but there's some interesting sneaker news articles that popped up today. First, I wanna show you the alien from the series, the Alien Earth. There's been some behind the scenes footage of the alien wearing ADIDAS 3 stripes. You've probably seen it by now. By the time I'm showing this, it's already viral everywhere, but this is hilarious. Like, I'm a big movie buff. As soon as I have something sneaker themed with movies and series in that world, I always love to include it. I'm gonna do a short on this. You should definitely check out my shorts on the channel as well. I always do stuff like this. So I'm gonna try to create something after I record this video and edit this. It just looks funny, bro. How can I not show you? You don't benefit from this at all, but this, look at him. They couldn't get him these, like, something else, rubber socks or some whatever, except these. Like, it just looks funny. Haven't seen the show yet. Let me know in the comments if it's dope. I've been saving it because there's a lot of other stuff I'm watching right now, but I'm looking forward to this. But this kind of ruins it a little bit for me. If I see this scene, I'm gonna know it's it's the guy wearing the 3 stripes. USHER showed us 1 out of 1 Jordan 4. He wore some Jordan 4s during the Super Bowl, right? 2 years ago, was it? And there was this Jordan 4 universe, as he calls it in this video. It looks dope. I'm not gonna lie. It looks really dope. But is this Jordan brand? Because I'm confused. Because the ones that he wore during Super Bowl, that was Shoe Surgeon, right? Because I don't understand if Jordan brand actually created these specifically for him, or are they customs? Because he's bragging in this video. He's like, oh yeah, DJ Khaled got some heat and blah, 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 blah. But if they're customs, it doesn't count, right? It's almost like reps. I don't know, just funny. Let me know in the comments if you know anything about this, if this is, if these are customs, or did Jordan Brand really create these only for him? Let me know in the comments. Oh gee, what a disappointing September 20th it was. But if you're used to chasing Travis Jordan 1 loads, you got to be used to it by now. This is the routine. This is always what happens. It's always chaotic. I got some minor updates. I'm not gonna clickbait you and tell you I know what's going on. Trust me, none of these YouTubers know what's gonna happen. I don't even think Travis himself knows what's gonna happen. But first I want to show you what the cook groups are saying internally. This is a message from Drops by Leo on Instagram to his subscribers. Delayed till November 2025. We all knew that. Good news, to be honest, there's a real chance these end up releasing on sneakers and select retailers too, instead of being limited only to Travis Scott's site if they had dropped today. I think this is basically what I was saying before the release, right? I was saying it's probably gonna end up on the sneakers app. It has to. There's no way Nike is just gonna let Travis release the entire global stock. Now I'm gonna show you what Stash Sneakers wrote to their members. First, they said something interesting on September 20th, the day of the supposed release, and this was early here in Sweden, so a few hours before the regular drop time that they do on Travis's website. They said, our sources in Japan say there's no stock at the Fragment flagship store in Japan for the Travis Air Jordan 1 Low. Maybe this has something to do with it because supposedly it was supposed to be a TravisScott.com release, and also Fragment over in Japan supposed to have an in-store thing, maybe a raffle or something like that. But that's what we all were thinking was gonna happen. But considering that the Japan store didn't have any stock on the day of the release, maybe that's the reason it was postponed, right? It would make sense. Now, Stash Sneakers even gave their members an additional update. As you know, the Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low Fragment has been postponed to November. The sneakers release details and drop methods are still unclear. But for now, it remains a Travis Scott exclusive. If there are any updates, they will be shared in the dedicated channel. So we're basically back to square one, right? We don't know anything at this point. I think it's a good thing that it was postponed because I just believe we will see something in the back end, because this is pretty unusual that we don't see anything. We saw some toddler sizes in the back end for SNKRS Asia a while back, and then Nike took that down. Maybe that was supposed to go to Japan, I'm not quite sure. But it's unusual that we don't see anything in the back end that late before the actual release. So I'm not actually surprised that the release was postponed. And this is kind of good news because I think we will see more concrete information as we approach the release date. And of course, as soon as I know anything, I will update you guys. Of course, subscribe, turn on notifications. Moving on, I got an update for the Tom Sachs Mars Yard 3.0, the EU stock, which was just below 800 pairs. I was about to say 800,000, but no, 800 pairs is still loaded in the back end, ready for something, but we don't know what. So if you were excited for the sneaker, maybe you shouldn't be because it's only 800 pairs, but still, if anything changes, if that number changes, or if they decide to, whatever they're gonna do with these 800 pairs, I will update you, but just wanted to mention that as well. As soon as I have something, I will tell you, man. Moving on, I promised something spicy for the Air Jordan 5 Tokyo, and I do have it. Remember, I told you that the US stock was, the early stock in the back end for the SNKRS US was 4,300 pairs. Well, that has increased. Officially now, baby, we're at a staggering 6,000 pairs. So maybe you're not happy, but hey, that's an increase. But if you're in EU like me, I don't have positive news, bro. But you should definitely be used to it by now, all right? So we have 6,000 pairs for SNKRS US, and guess how many pairs are ready in the back end for EU? 0. Not a single one yet. Don't worry, that'll change. But then again, like I said in my last video, don't get your hopes up. It's gonna be incredibly low. When you have 6,000 for US, it's gonna be, bro, I don't even think we're gonna have 1,000 pairs. It's gonna be like Mars Yard, 800 pairs or something. I'm just, you know, I gotta be realistic with this. I don't wanna clickbait and hype it up too much. And by the way, the drop method for SNKRS US is confirmed, a Leo drop. That is a 2 to 3 minute raffle, so you gotta be fast if you wanna, you know, grab your size. But also I would highly recommend just signing up to every raffle that you can. I'll do a more dedicated video with more raffles, but yeah, it's gonna be a tough one. I think we all want this sneaker, so yeah, good luck. And like I said, as soon as I have more information, I will of course update you. Now for another fun, interesting thing that I want to end the video with, this clip that you see right here is my YouTube short of the new record of most money spent on sneaker shopping with Complex. Jope, is that how you pronounce it? It's a band. These guys are pretty big. My apologies for not actually knowing who they are, but this guy spent 68K on a bunch of sneakers. $68,672,000, and he only bought 42 pairs. I actually say 41 in the short that I did. I messed that up. It's actually 42 pairs because he doubled up on some of them. And I just want to show you every sneaker that he bought and the crazy prices. Like, look at this image. All right, so we have the cheapest down there, the white cements at $286. That's even that is expensive considering you can actually buy them for retail over at Nike, right? I don't want to make this video too long, but let's just look at the most expensive ones. We have Presto's Off-White at $3,467, but he bought 2 pairs. That's why that number is so high. We have the Fragments Jordan 1 lows at $2,700. We got the reverse mochas at $2,196. We got UNC Off-Whites, $6,301. He bought 2 pairs. And then he bought Chicago Off-White at $3,597. And he bought the Air Force 1 low Off-White for $3,973. And then he bought the Air Force 1 low Louis Vuitton for almost $6,000. And then the metallic gold Air Force 1 low Louis Vuitton for $18,000. Like, what? Yo, I love collecting sneakers, but first off, these prices are crazy. Like, this is a robbery. Like, if he was, of course he doesn't care. It's off a show, right? The cameras are there. But this is so expensive. I bet if you just look hard enough and if you're patient, this total bill could have been like maybe, I don't know, 40,000? Not maybe 40, but 48? He could have like trimmed $20,000 or something like that. Maybe not. I'm just very bad at math, but I'm just saying these numbers are freaking crazy. I would never in my life pay that much money for sneakers. Are you crazy? Yo, imagine if you put this into the stock market just a couple of months ago when Trump crashed the market with the tariff crash, one of the fastest crashes ever. It happened during 3 days. I deployed a lot of cash during that time and my portfolio is looking good. So that's what I would do. I would do something like that with 68K. I wouldn't, yo, are you crazy? Let me know in the comments what you think, and let me know what you think of these prices. Just wanted to show you that, but still kind of crazy that this guy has the record. Wonder who's gonna take him down. All right, as always, I appreciate you. Yo, I got good news. Stella is actually here with us. You can see her, right? She's mad because when I'm recording, I don't give her attention. Thank you for watching the entire video. As always, I'll see you on the next one.